Hello and welcome to my studio. I'm just running a little test tonight with some lights, camera and action behind me. I'm just going to take you through a few Pro Tools projects of my old material, my old reel-to-reel tape material. So I'll be recording on this microphone and through my recorder, some of the sound through the mixer. So you're going to have a little bit of mixer sound and mic sound. So I'll blend that in and give you an audition of some of the material that I'm doing. But first of all, I'm in my little studio. I built this after years and years of deliberating about which way to go, what I want to do. So it fuses a little bit of audio and video together, which will give me a chance of re-recording a lot of my audio from master tape. A master tape from 1980, and it's 1/4 inch master tape, just left and right, so that'll be stereo. Those are the bigger ones. That will contain probably anything up to 10 tracks. That's 7. These will be 1980, and I've just digitally converted. I'll just let you hear one song. This particular track, well, the whole album was done with a live band in Timpan Studio in Timpan Alley Studio in Denmark Street. So it was actually recorded in central London in a big studio with a full band live, with me singing without any kind of double tracking. So it was all done there and then. This is an old rock and roll song from Bill Haley called Birth of the Boogie, and probably one of my favourite songs. We had things like drums, saxophone, guitars, I mean all kind of pianos going, everything, you know. It was a real lively little setup, and these guys really knew what they were doing, because we very rarely did more than 2 takes. So most of these were done a little run through on rehearsal for sound levels, and then we record the whole thing maybe twice, you know, just as long as it sounded great. On to the next track, because we had 14 tracks to do that day, and then we had a second day to do a few little pickups with guitar, just a few overdubs with my guitar, and to mix the whole thing down. So it was a very quick, slick, well-planned process. All of these projects I paid for out of my pocket, my family paid for, and that's why it's my priority to get these done. I was around 16, 17 years of age when this was recorded.
Of the boogie lick. Birth of the boogie. 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 The boogie 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 beat.
So as you can hear, we've just got left and right tracks, and it's all been nicely mixed down in the studio at the time, and you know, perfectly done. A year in planning, you know. It was all my production, my direction, my songs, arrangements, with an MD and a engineer. You know, this comes together through a lot of planning, but you know, at the time you can hear that sort of energy there. Then what we have here is the smaller one. This will be that's a single. So again, it's 1/4 inch.
Well, like a schoolboy goes for candy, cowboys and Indians too. That's the way I go for you, sweet, sweet love, and I want you to love me too. Well, like a ship goes for the ocean, and a plane for the skies above. That's the way I go for you, pretty little girl, and I like your kind of love. Yes, I like your kind of love. If you're ever gonna ever wanna hold me, pretty baby, won't you let it be now? Well, if you don't wanna kiss me, you're not gonna miss me.
This is Don't Be Cruel, just a little snippet of it.
You know I can't be found sitting home all alone. If you can't come around, at least please telephone. Don't be cruel to a heart that's true. Baby, if I made you mad, something I might have said, please just forget in the past. The future looks bright ahead. Don't be cruel.
So what I did at the time was rehearse, went through tracks in a big studio, and then went out to start to create my own songs and my own projects at home after this. So I do have a lot of other tapes with 100 of my own audio creations on tape, which were written at the time. So they're brand new compositions. But these are some that I put down that are covers. Here's another interesting one I did in 1980. And it's probably the very first time I tried some double tracking. And again, just an experiment in the studio.
Well, I don't care if the sun don't shine. I get my loving in the evening time when I'm with my baby. Well, it ain't no fun when the sun around. I get going when the sun goes down, and I'm with my baby. Well, that's when we gonna kiss and kiss and kiss and kiss, and we gonna kiss some more. Well, who cares how many times we kiss? 'Cause at a time like this, who keeps going? I don't care if the sun don't shine. I get my loving in the evening time when I meet my baby.
Yeah, so that was my first attempt at double tracking in the studio. One of my favourite songs.
It don't hurt anymore. All my teardrops are dry. No more walking the floor with that burning inside. Just to think it could be.
Again,
Eyes open the door.
what we did was run the vocal onto the left and the guitar on the right. So what we have is this. So we got quite an interesting separation there. So I can actually add drums, bass, piano, whatever I want, and separate the tracks now, which is quite handy to have. Another little favourite of mine called Lola's Laugh, which I really love. It's just a great song.
right through your chest. And if she should softly speak your name, and you feel yourself being drawn into the flame, like drowning in honey, being beaten with a velvet glove, shot with a golden bullet. We can't get enough of Lola's love. We can't get enough of Lola.
So a ton of great country covers and all sorts of other stuff on those sessions. Okay, right. This is a track called Another Time in Another Place. I sang with a very talented girl, Jodie Mitchell, who's from a very talented musical family. And the song I wrote was the title track of my CD. This is just some of the original material.
Another time in another place, we could be sitting there face to face, holding hands the way we used to do. In a little time, we can work it out. That's what love.
Yeah, these are the nice little solos I worked out for both of us.
Time in another place, we could be sitting there face to face, holding hands the way we used to do. In a little time, we can work it out. That's what love is all about. It never travels the road that's new. Another time in another place.
It's another great little song. It's called She Writes the Songs. I wrote this song. I really love this song, but I'm sure I can make a much better mix from this particular track than we got at the time. But just have a listen. It's got that real driving country line dance feel to it. Lots of different tracks on here. And I'll just run it through and just mess around with the instruments, taking them in and out, and just let you see what we've got. I wrote this in about 97. She Writes the Songs.
She writes the songs that get me holding. She writes the songs that make people cry. She writes. She writes the songs that with her hat and her rocking style. Dig the lyrics that tell a true tale. She writes a songs that get me holy. She writes
All in My Heart. This is another cover version that I've done. So I've done so many covers, so many original tracks. And this is another very good track here.
I sit here tonight, look in your eyes, that old flame, that love that burns, that makes my world turn, two hearts beating the same. Is it all in my mind, or is it harder to find? I feel like I'm in the dark. I thought it was real, but I'm starting to feel like it must be all in my heart. I'm a fool for believing, but I'll just keep dreaming while we just keep drifting apart, trying to make something where there's really nothing. I guess it's all in my heart. I could do to find that spark, but wherever it lies, it's not in your eyes. I guess it's all in my heart. I'm a fool for believing.
Yeah, great sounding stuff here, hey?
I guess it's all in my heart, 'cause I'm a fool for.
'cause your love is gone. Your bags are all packed in the hallway. The boxes are stacked on the
Again, this is Jody doing the kind of complementary harmony and lead vocal.
just like always, and you're gone. Trembling hands on nerves of steel. Someone tell me what to feel. Is my heart half full or half empty? Is our love like the wine in this glass? You drink like there's no tomorrow. So sure it would always last. Will the memories taste sweet as they linger? Or the bitterness stay on my tongue? Is my heart half full of the love you gave me? Or my heart half empty? Half empty. 'Cause your love is gone. Should I laugh or should each you live or die? Is my heart half full or half empty? Is our love like the wine in drink like there's no tomorrow? So sure it would always last. Will the memories taste sweet as they linger? Or the bitterness stay on my tongue? Is my heart half full of the love you gave me? Or my heart half empty? Half empty.
There you go, another cover version, Heart Half Empty. There's me, Jody, and some great playing from Bob Dixon on steel and John Stannard on guitar and Owen on piano. So what a great combination for that really beautiful song from the 1990s. Again, I got another little track. I love Clint Black and I did a few of his songs. This one is another great track. It's called You Walk By, and what a great song. It's got that real kind of Tex swing feel about it, you know. Again, we got Owen on piano and John on guitar and some lovely pedal steel.
You walk by, just like you don't know me. You walk by, maybe just to show me that you're walking by, passing up your last chance at me. And I wish I hadn't been here to see. You don't cry, not for this heartbreaker. You won't cry. You found a new love maker and he's making you forget the love thing I wish I hadn't lived to see. When you see me turn your head away at the side, I can't turn it back, crying out in broad daylight. You passed my way 100 times, now it's too plain to see. You locked me out and threw away the key. Swinging boys.
Great playing from John.
Turn your head away at the sight. I can't turn it back, crying out in broad daylight. You passed my way 100 times, now it's too plain to see. You locked me out and threw away the key. You walked by,
Yeah, yeah.
and I don't know why. I don't know
Yeah, great little ending there from John Stannard. Yeah, so when the thought of you catches up with me. Again, these are just from reel-to-reel tapes.
It can happen any moment, without reason or rhyme. It might be right around the corner, or it'll come up from behind. A picture that I thought would fade, but I still clearly see. When the thought of you catches up with me, it can happen on a Sunday drive, sky above the shade of blue, heading down some lonesome highway, then you'll come into view. Mile after mile goes by, but you're all I see. When the thought of you catches up with me, when the thought of you comes to mind, it'll carry me away to a better place in time. It can happen in the dead of night, or any day of the week. Sometimes you'll come find me when I'm in bed asleep. I sure love what I see. When the thought of you catches up with me, when the thought of you catches up with me, when the thought of you catches up with me.
Ah, yeah. And that ends for our little session today, and I look forward to having some more of these with you and actually putting out those individual tracks for you to hear.